Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County Online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pockebeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Thank you for
Lady Panthers travel down here to take on the Hoxie and Plainville tonight in a try, as the Panthers will start out with Hoxie. So it'll be Hoxie and Phillipsburg going to battle here first of all, and then we'll have to see. Then it'll be Phillipsburg and Plainville right after that match, and then in the final match it'll be Hoxie and Plainville. Looking at some of the things going on here, Phillipsburg comes in with a record of 9-1. Hoxie enters this match at 7-8, which is kind of unusual for them. Usually if they played 15 matches, they maybe have lost one or two. So they are still trying to find their way here in this early season. And Plainville, the match after this one, that comes in at 0-11. Those are all based on the Acacia records. So first up right now will be Phillipsburg and Hoxie going to battle here. And we should have a good match here, as Hoxie has some experience coming back. I remember several of the girls, but one that stood out was Kinley Rogers, a 5'8" sophomore this year. She was a freshman last year and was very, very good. So Panthers are going to have to be aware of where she is. Then they have quite a few seniors. Haley Jacobs, Molly Foot, and Haley Sheets. So 3 Haleys, 4 Haleys on the squad, so a popular name over here at Hoxie during that time. So Hoxie is out on the court. They look like they're about ready to go. Panthers are now out on the court, and they'll wait for the officials to get the signals, and we should be about ready to start here tonight. So the Panthers will start with Sides, Gross, Skipper, Honeycutt, Babcock, and Cheney will be the libero to start tonight. So Hoxie starts to serve. Serve comes across. Popped up nicely. Sides goes right outside to Skipper. Skipper hits it out the back. And it's 1-0 in favor of Hoxie. So Hoxie again back to serve. Ball comes across. Babcock gets it to Sides. Sides tries to dump it over. And now it's 2-0 in favor of Hoxie. So Panthers starting out a little slow here in set number 1. Again, Hoxie back serving. Ball comes across, popped up and slopped over by Sides. Now Hoxie on the attack. Ball is hit into the net. So the Panthers are finally on the board, and it's 1-2 in favor of Hoxie. So Sides will be back to serve for the Panthers. Her serve comes across, pass forward, set to the outside, and the ball is hit down and in, and that is Rogers. Rogers with the kill, and it's 3-1 in favor of Hoxie. So Hoxie back to serve. Serve comes across. Cheney pops it up. Sides bumps it, and now Honeycutt tips it across, and it can't be got. Nice tip by Honeycutt, and it's 2-3. Panthers still down by 1. Now, coming into the ball game will be for the Panthers. That is Corbin. Gross with the serve, comes across, picked up nicely. They set the ball in the middle to Rogers. Rogers partially tipped off the tip and falls on the Panthers side. That's 4-2 in favor of Hoxie. So Hoxie now back serving. Serve comes across, popped up by Skemper. Now Sides goes back to Skemper. Skemper punches across, picked up, bump forward, and now shot across by Hoxie. Panthers in control. Sides leaves it to Skemper. Skemper tips it, goes off the block. Point for the Panthers, and it's now 4-3 in favor of Hoxie. So back serving now will be Skemper for the Panthers. Her serve comes across, popped up nicely, pass forward, and now crossed. Skemper to Corbin. Corbin gets it to Honeycutt. Honeycutt hits it down hard, picked up nicely in the back row, popped up, and now rolled across, but doesn't make it. And the Panthers have worked their way back into a tie at 4-4. Skemper will continue to serve for the Panthers. Her serve comes across. Pass forward, set to the outside, tipped across, and Panthers are back too far. Point for Hoxie, 5-4. As Storrs just could not quite get there. She had the right idea, just got kind of a half a second too late start. So now Rogers will be back to serve for Hoxie. Her serve comes across. Babcock gets it to Skemper. Skemper goes back to Babcock. Babcock has a block. Right back at the Panthers. And it's now 6-4 in favor of Hoxie. Serve comes across. Sides. Gets it to Skemper. Skemper leaves it to Honeycutt. Honeycutt just tips it across. And have a net violation on Hoxie. Point for the Panthers. And it's 6-5, still in favor of Hoxie. Now back serving will be Honeycutt for the Panthers. Honeycutt serve comes across. Popped up. Pass forward and into the net. Point for the Panthers. 6-6. Panthers tie it back up. They just cannot get the lead so far here in this first set. Honeycutt again back to serve. Her serve again comes across. Pass forward nicely. Bump set to the outside. Ball set across and Honeycutt can't get to it. And it's 6-7. Hoxie back in the lead with Y1. So Hoxie back serving. Serve comes across. Storrs pops it up. Skemper leaves it now for Honeycutt. Honeycutt back row attack. Picked up nicely by Hoxie. Set over to the side and it hit into the net. And we're all tied up 7-7. So Panthers and Indians all tied here in set number 1. Now Cheney in to serve for the Panthers. Her serve comes across, and it's an ace serve. Out-handled by Hoxie, and the Panthers have their first lead of this first set at 8-7. Cheney does a good job with a nice serve. She will continue to serve for the Panthers. Her serve again comes across, popped up nicely, bump forward, and now the attack is blocked. It's off the Panther block. Point for the Panthers, and it's 8-8. So Hoxie continue to play well here in set number 1. The serve comes across. Not handled by Honeycutt. And it's now 8-9 in favor of Hoxie. Hoxie again back serving. Serve comes across. This time Honeycutt pops it up. Side sets it to Gross. Gross hits it across, picked up in the back row. Popped up and now will be bumped across. Skipper to Gross. Gross gets it over to Babcock. Babcock rolls it across, picked up by Hoxie. Now to the outside. Ball's tipped. Picked up by the Panthers, bumped up, and now Sides rolls it across. Hoxie on the attack. Again, close to the net, tipped over. Skipper to Gross. Now back to Honeycutt. Honeycutt hits it. Long and out. Point for Hoxie. (10-8). Hoxie on top of the Panthers. Ball comes across. Honeycutt pops it up. Skipper back sets it to Babcock. Babcock rolls one across, picked up in the back row. Now they set the ball near the net. Ball's partially tipped. And the Panthers don't react to the tip. And it's 11-8. Hoxie on top. So Hoxie back serving, leading by 3. Out hustling the Panthers. Serve goes to the net. Point for the Panthers. And now it's 11-9. So Panthers will be back serving. Serve comes across by Babcock. Set to the outside. Ball is partially blocked. Picked up nicely by Hoxie. Now it's set to the near side. Ball is hit way out the back. And a point for the Panthers. And now Hoxie's lead is down to 1. Babcock back serving. Serve comes across. And it's an ace serve. And we're all tied up at 11-11. So the Panthers tied up. Scoreboard is not right as far as I know it. Serve comes across, picked up in the back row now. Ball shut, partially blocked, picked up, tipped across. Babcock is there. Sides hustles, and Skipper shoots it across. Now on the attack, Hoxie hits it out the back. Point for the Panthers. And they have the score at 12-12. Circle that because they're off one. Serve by the Panthers. A nice serve by Babcock. Picked up and now shot across. Skipper gets it to, and now the ball is set terribly. Point for Hoxie. Right now, Panthers are their own worst enemy. So Hoxie back serving, leading by 1. Serve comes across. Cheney pops it up. Babcock's got to save it. Now Sides pops it across. Hoxie with an opportunity to attack. Ball's tipped. Sides is there. Skipper sets it for Babcock. Babcock just shoots it across. Pop back up. And now the ball is set to Sides on the outside. Sides goes right down the middle and finds an opening, and it's 13-13. Panthers all tied up once again. So Sides back serving. Her serve comes across, popped up, set to the near side, now just shot across. Sides is there, now Gross leaves it to Skipper. Skipper hits it down, picked up nicely in the back row, popped up. Now the ball is blocked by Skipper and Honeycutt. And the Panthers take a 1-point lead once again at 14-13. Timeout called by Hoxie. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Volleyball here on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pockepier at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Hoxie as the Panthers have a 1-point lead at 14-13. Hoxie calls a timeout, trying to settle everything down as the Panthers will be back serving as they've had a 1-point lead. That is their biggest lead here in this match, as Hoxie has led most of the way by 1, 2, 3 points, and the Panthers have tied it up several times but cannot seem to pull away from Hoxie. So Sides moving back, serving. Her serve comes across, popped up nicely. Now the ball set towards the net, popped over, and Sides is there for the Panthers. Gross leaves it for Skipper. Skipper pops it over. Now they set the ball in the middle. It's tipped, but it doesn't go over the net, and it's a point for the Panthers. 15-13. Panthers now with their biggest lead here, up by 2 here in set number 1. Sides again with a good serve. Popped up nicely. They set the ball on the outside. Ball is hit into the net once again. And it's 16-13. Panthers now with their biggest lead here in this first set. So Sides continues to serve for the Panthers. Her serve this time catches the net. And it's a point for Hoxie, 16-14. Panthers up by 2. Hoxie with the serve. Babcock pops it up. Sides bumps it up to Honeycutt. Honeycutt hits it. Nice partially blocked, but touched. Point for the Panthers. 17-14. Panthers up by 3. And Gross will be back to serve. Gross's serve comes across. Bumped up by the Indians. Sent to the far side. Ball is hit. Out the back. Not touched by the Panthers. And it's now 18-14. Panthers up by 4. Gross again continues to serve. Her serve, touched and not handled, and it's now 19-14. Panthers up by 5 here in set number 1. So Gross will continue to serve for Phillipsburg. Panthers trying to take a little bit of control here in set number 1. Gross's serve comes across, popped up nicely, sent to the far outside. Ball's hit again, hit out the backside, and it's 20-14. Hoxie calls a timeout. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Volleyball here on KQN and the World Wide Web.
I'm Gracie Jessup. I'm a senior at Phillipsburg High School, and I'm one of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com's event managers. We'd like the event calendar on our site to be one calendar you go to find all the happenings that are going on in Phillips County. We plan on putting all Phillips County school events, church events, chamber events, fundraisers, suppers, you name it. We'd like to add it to our event calendar. If you have an event you'd like to add to the calendar, simply go to myphillipscountyonline.com, click on the events heading, click on add an event, fill out all the information about your event, and then click submit. Once we receive your submission, we'll review it and add it to the site. We look forward to adding your event to our calendar. Thank you. Hello, I'm
The Panthers have opened up a 20-14 lead here in set number 1. Gross continues to serve for the Panthers. Her serve comes across, and it's an ace serve. Finds the corner, 21-14. Substitution out for Hoxie as they substitute them in. Gross will continue to serve as the Panthers have outscored Hoxie 9-2 since tying it up. And now, they say it went out. Out the backside, point for Hoxie. 21-15, Panthers up by 6 here in set number 1. So Hoxie back serving. Serve comes across, Stores gets it up. Sides runs it down. Honeycutt tips it over, picked up by Hoxie, and they can't get it over net. 22-15. Panthers with a 7-point lead once again. Now Skipper will go back to serve. Panthers need 3 points to end set number 1. Her serve comes across and out. 22-16. Serve by Hoxie comes across. Sides gets it to Skipper. Skipper now leaves it for Babcock. Babcock punches across, picked up by Hoxie. Now they set the ball back. It's hit and in. 22-17. So Hoxie not going away here in set number 1 as they're hanging on. Panthers still with a 5-point lead here, needing just 3 to end set number 1. Serve comes across. Stores shakes it out of bounds, and it's 22-18. It's a 4-point Panther lead. Serve comes across, Sides gets it to Skipper. Skipper goes cross court to Babcock. Babcock rolls across, off the block, Ball's on Hoxie's side. Point for the Panthers is 23-18. So the Panthers 2 points away from closing out set number 1. Honeycutt will be back trying to get it. Her serve comes across. Popped up, run down, and now it will be tipped over. Panthers get it across, back on Hoxie's side. Bump set to the near side, and ball is hit. Honeycutt is there. Skipper back sets it to Corbin. Corbin rolls one across. Picked up nicely by Hoxie, and they hit the ball. Picked up, and ball is out as it hits the ventilation system over there. Point for Hoxie. 23-19. Panthers 4-point lead. Serve comes across. Sides. Gets it to Skipper. Skipper leaves it to Babcock. Babcock has a block. Picked up nicely now. It will be rolled over. Panthers digging around now. Sides on the attack. She rolls one across. Picked up by Hoxie. Now a set ball in the middle. Tipped. Blocked back. Panthers. Oh, and they can't. Hoxie can't get it over the net. Nice hustle by the Indians, but just could not run it down. And it's now 24-19. Panthers at set point here. Gross and Cheney come back in for the Panthers. Cheney back to serve. Serve comes across. Pass forward. Set to the near side. Tipped over. Skipper is there. Gross sets it back, and now Cheney attacks and hits it into the net. 24-20. Panthers need 1 point to end set number 1. Served by Hoxie into the net, and that ends set number 1. 25-20. Panthers start slowly, but they have enough to win set number 1 over Hoxie by a score of 25-20.
Hello. I'm Andrew LaRue, a senior at Phillipsburg High School and a member of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Facebook followers who continue to read, like, and share the stories that we post. We also want to remind our followers that MyPCO is much more than just a Facebook page. We're working hard to bring you local stories that you won't find on any other online news source. If you want a great online source for local news, go to MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. Our homepage has featured stories, but you can also click on news at the top for more stories. Want even more local stories? Click on Phillips County area to find even more. Thanks again for supporting My Phillips County Online.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
In our
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Hoxie as we're getting ready for the second set action as both teams are out on the court. Looks like they're about ready to go here as the officials are checking the laps. Panthers won the first set. It was a struggle, but they did win it 25-20. Hoxie led most of the way up till about midway through, and then the Panthers slowly got up, but Hoxie kept coming back. So Babcock will start off to serve. Her serve comes across. And right away we have a violation on Hoxie, rotation violation, so point for the Indians, or for the Panthers, excuse me, 1-0. Phillipsburg on top here. So Babcock will try to serve again. Her serve this time comes across, popped up nicely by the Indians to the outside. The ball is tipped across, and Cheney gets it to, and now tipped over by. We have a net violation on number 2 for Hoxie. Point for the Panthers. 2-0. Panthers on top here early. It's set number 2. Now Babcock's serve again comes right close to net. Tipped over and put down by Skipper as the overpass went over, and Skipper was right there to chew that up. Babcock again back serving. Her serve, comes across, ball goes over. Now Panthers have to just tip it over as they were trying to set something up. Ball goes to the outside, it hit into the net. 4-0. Panthers on top early here at set number 1. So Babcock off to a good start serving here for the Panthers. Her serve again comes across, popped up, they have to help it, and now they will free the ball across. Cheney to the side steps over, and it's saved by the Indians. Nice hustle there by Hoxie, and now they set the ball over. Ball is blocked, picked up again by Hoxie, and now they'll free the ball across. Babcock to sides to Gross, and Gross hits it out the back. Point for Hoxie. 4-1, Panthers on top. Here early, it's set number 2. Hoxie back to serve. Serve comes across. Popped up nicely. Now, the ball will be, nobody reacts to it. Oh my gosh. Big mistake. Panthers just let the ball hit, and coaches never like to see that. Nice dig on the serve. Ball was passed to the middle, and it just laid there. Serve comes across. Babcock pops up the side. Sides gets it to Babcock. Babcock hits it across. Picked up in the back row, and now it will be free to cross. Panthers are there. Cheney gets it to sides. He gets it to Skipper. Skipper hits it hard. Picked up nicely in the back row and rolled across. Cheney is there for the Panthers again. Sides this time goes out to Gross. Gross hits it right down the middle. Point for the Panthers. Gross placed the ball nicely that time, and it's now a 5-2 Panther lead by 3. So now Sides back serving. Her serve comes across, picked up, bumped up, and it's close to the net. Tipped over, put over, and 2 hits called on the Indians. Okay. So Sides will be back, 6-2. Panthers get the point, and she serves it into the net. 6-3, another service error for the Panthers. Serve comes across. Cheney pops it up. Sides got to run it down, and now Honeycutt just shoots it across, picked up in the back row. Now the set goes to the middle. Ball's blocked by Skipper right at the net. 7-3, Panthers get the point. Now Corbin comes in and Cheney comes out for the Panthers. Going back to serve will be Gross. Gross's serve popped up nicely, sent to the far outside. Ball is hit, doesn't get over the net. 2 hits. I think he needs 4 hits, but 8-3. So now Gross again. Serve crawls over the net. Lucky break for the Panthers. 9-3. And timeout called by Hoxie. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Volleyball here on KQM8 and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pocketbeer at Phillipsburg High School or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC.
Get it? Point for Hoxie. 9-4. Panthers up by 5 now. Stores comes in, Gross comes out, and Hoxie will be back to serve for the Indians. Serve comes across. Stores pops it up to Sides. Sides goes back to Skipper. Skipper hits it hard off the block. Point for the Panthers, and it's 10-4. Hoxie had the block there, but Skipper just blew it off the block. And now Skipper will be back to serve. Serve comes across. Popped up. Set to the near side, and now it's just rolled across. Sides is there. Skipper sets it outside to Honeycutt. Honeycutt has a block. Picked up by Stores. Now the back set to Corbin. Corbin hits it across. Picked up again. Tipped over. And Panthers misplay the ball, and it's the point for Hoxie. (10-5). Panthers still up by 5. Serve comes across. Side shakes it, and the Panthers can't get it over. 10-6. So Panthers made an effort, just can't get the point, and Hoxie continues to serve. Sides this time. Gets it to Skipper. Skipper goes outside to Babcock. Babcock hits it hard, and down and in. Point for the Panthers. 11-6. Now Honeycutt will go back to serve for the Panthers. Honeycutt with the serve, comes across. Popped up nicely. Bump set goes to the far side. Ball's hit. Popped up by Sides. Now they go right back to Sides. The Sides just has to pop it across. And Hoxie can't come up with it. As one of the girls caught the ball. And it's 12-6. Panthers up by 6. Honeycutt again serving. Serve comes across, popped up, now it's going to have to be recovered, and popped across, blocked, popped up, and a lift called on Skipper as it was off the block, and she kind of got handcuffed there. So it's now 12-7. Serve comes across, Honeycutt digs it out, Stores gets it across, and now Sides rolls it across, picked up in the back row. Hoxie goes to the far side, Panthers off the block. And it's now 12-8. Hoxie scored the last 2 points to pull within 4 here. Serve comes across, Sides. Skipper back to Sides. Sides rolls across, picked up in the back row. They go to the far side, ball is tipped across. Honeycutt is there. Skipper sets up Sides once again. Off the tip, picked up, and will be hit into the net. Point for the Panthers. Good hustle by Hoxie, just can't quite get it to come. And now Cheney and Gross come in. Stores and Corbin come out for the Panthers. So Cheney back serving. Serve comes across. Pass forward, close to the net. Right at the net, is tipped across, picked up by the Panthers. Gross gets it over to Honey to Babcock. She shoots it across. Picked up now the back row attempt is tipped. Panthers get it. And have a net violation on the Panthers, 13-9. Hoxie gets the point, they stay within 4. Now the serve comes across, Honeycutt digs it out, ball goes up and over. Overpass put down as not pretty, but it's effective as it's now 13-10. Hoxie has outscored the Panthers 4-1 here lately. They continue to serve. Serve comes across. Cheney pops it up. Skipper leaves it for Babcock. Babcock frees it across, and Hoxie has the ball again. The attack this time is hit out. As point for the Panthers, and it's 14-10. Panthers back to that 4-point lead. Now Babcock back serving for the Panthers. And it's a good serve, picked up nicely now. The ball set close to the net, popped over. Sides gets it, bumped up, and now Gross attacks it, hits it over the net, and finds the hole. And it's 15-10. Panthers back to a 5-point lead. 15-10. Panthers up by 5 here in set number 2. Babcock again, this time airmails it out the back. 15-11. Hoxie back serving. Serve comes across, picked up by Cheney, dipped across by Sides, and now they will shoot the ball across. Babcock to Sides, to Skipper. Skipper has a block, popped up, and they call a lift on Hoxie. Point for the Panthers. I don't know about that one. I thought that was a good play. But the point for the Panthers is now 16-11. Sides back to serve. Serve comes across. Popped up, run down, and now will be hit across. Babcock puts it over the net. Picked up, and the ball now will be shot across. Honeycutt to Sides. Back to Gross. Gross off the block, and gets the point. 17-11. So Gross hits the ball hard enough to go off the block, and it's now a 6-point Panther lead. So now Sides back to serve. The serve comes across and mishandled, and it's out 18-11. And Hoxie calls a timeout. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Volleyball here on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Hello, I'm Andrew LaRue, a senior at Phillipsburg High School and a member of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Facebook followers who continue to read, like, and share the stories that we post. We also want to remind our followers that MyPCO is much more than just a Facebook page. We're working hard to bring you local stories that you won't find on any other online news source. If you want a great online source for local news, go to MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. Our homepage has featured stories, but you can also click on news at the top for more stories. Want even more local stories? Click on Phillips County area to find even more. Thanks again for supporting My Phillips County Online. Hello, I'm Andrew LaRue, a senior at Phillipsburg High School and a member of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Facebook.
Popped up, and now it's going to be another point for the Panthers. It's 19-11. Panthers up by 8. So Sides will be back serving once again. Her serve, catches top of the net, goes over. Now the set to the outside and tipped, popped up, and saved by the Panthers. So now the set goes to the far side, tipped once again. Panthers again make a save. And this time, Honeycutt tips it over. Back on Hoxie, and now they tip it over once again. Panthers diving, and Gross gets it over. Hoxie on the attack, one and around. Now the ball finally hit and out. Point for the Panthers, 20-11. Both teams hustling, diving all over the place, getting the ball dug up. The Panthers did a great job. Sides continues to serve. Her serve again, a bullet, real close to net. Popped up and not handled by Hoxie. That's 21-11. Sides down, 4 points away from closing out the Indians here. Panthers up by 10. Her serve again, a bullet. Picked up, bounced around, and now will be freed over. Panthers on the attack. Skipper to Sides to Skipper. Skipper pushes across, picked over now. Ball hit, blocked by Skipper, and it's 22-11. They have not let Rogers get on target for Hoxie. They've kept her off all night. Substitution now. Well, now they're changing things around. So, not a point for the Panthers. It's 21-12. Panthers still in control. Now Sides gets it over to Skipper. Skipper rolls one across. Picked up, and we have a net violation on number 9. And it's 22-12. Now substitution as coming in for the Panthers will be Kitty for Corbin. And Gross back in. Gross will be back to serve. 3 points away. The serve comes across and out the back. 22-13. It's the third service error for the Panthers. So Hoxie back serving. Serve comes across and popped up, and now Honeycutt gets it across. Hoxie on the attack, right to Rogers. Rogers this time hits it off, saved by Storrs, nice save. Picked up again and again. This time tipped, and this time the Panthers can't come up with it. Point for the Indians, as Kenny could not quite come up with the tip, and it's 22-14. Panthers up by 8. Hoxie back serving. Serve comes across. Skipper. Now Honeycutt. Oh. They call it out. 22-15. I thought that was it. Honeycutt made a good hit. And now it's a 7-point Panther lead. Serve comes across. Skipper to sides. Back to Skipper. Skipper this time hits it down and in. Tipped. Point for the Panthers. 23-15. Ball was in anyway. So Panthers now just 2 points away from getting this here. Skipper will be back to serve. Her serve comes across. Popped up. Set forward. And now the ball is tipped across. Honeycutt gets it to Skipper. Back to sides. Sides rolls it across. Picked up at the back row. Now the set goes right to the middle. Ball is tipped into the net. And it's 24-15. Panthers on set and match point here, as Skipper will be back to serve, trying to end this match against Hoxie. She gets a signal from the official. And her serve comes across, picked up, bump forward, and now the attack by Hoxie into the net, and that ends it. 25-15, Panthers win it 2 straight over Hoxie. They win 25-20, 25-15, so the Panthers improve to 10-1 on the year. Hoxie will drop to 7-9 on the year. So coming up next for the Panthers.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and Firebolt Ag LLC. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County Online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pockebeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.